it's the Oregon Liquor Control Commission who kind of regulates the liquor industry in Oregon, but they operate kind of as a middleman. They kind of help for like liquor. They literally buy the liquor from the distilleries and then they sell it to the distributors, and the distributors then sell it to buyers. So they're a regulatory warehouse, so they're like a middleman, of sorts. But they also were getting voted out of existence in Oregon. They were brought about over Prohibition era time, and they kind of existed for a long period of time. And they were going to get voted out of existence, just like the similar organization in Washington State. But the same year they were on the ballot to get voted out of existence, where the recreational marijuana ballot was on. And so the legal recreational advocates needed some sort of body or, bureaucratic agency to manage it. And so the marijuana industry then saved the OLCC. And it's now, ironically, Oregon is the most tightest regulated recreational marijuana cannabis state in America.
Do the weed smokers mind?
No, not at all. You get your lovely weed around the corner.
Nobody
talking
minds.
to Jill.
You can still grow your own legally, can't you?
I think you can grow 7 plants.
See, I think that's a fundamental
shitload.
If you grow it well, you have to grow it. It's not like stick it out and then she grows. If you want good stuff that you can go pay for it, it's like, are you gonna grow your own fucking tomatoes, or tomatoes grows very easily.
I'd definitely grow my own. I'd definitely grow my own, but only for the fun of growing it. I'd probably spend most of my money buying it because but I wouldn't give a shit. I wouldn't mind spending money on weed and contributing to that economy. So fucking legalise it already. Jesus Christ.
It's fucking
But I do think the ability to grow yourself should be a
that.
fundamental aspect of decriminalisation or
educating yourself.
Absolutely.
You're normalising it. There's a plant in your house that you water and you watch grow and
smells good.
Good. And
no one
if you don't want to grow good flour, you could actually just take the plant, and if you learn how to process it, like make butters or oils yourself,
Absolutely.
then you're not smoking. Because even smoking, it has a stigma. To get the medicine, you don't need to smoke a joint or a pipe. You can ingest it with oils, tinctures, candies, fucking taffy, chewits.
You can vape it.
You can vape it.
It doesn't actually burn the leaf, so it's not as corrosive on the old.
I mean, it's really
but there's no proof of it being damaging to the lungs at all.
But then at the same time, was one of the big problems of keeping these things illegal is there's not enough research been done on them at all.
That's true.
This is the thing. There is the Israelis have been doing it since the 70s.
Well, that's true. Yeah,
they have a ton of research.
Yeah,
they've been giving it out in old folks' home for years.
And according to their research, how many people have overdosed now on grass?
It's
somewhere between 0 and...
It's somewhere between 0 and fucking 0.
Shocking.
Well, yeah, no, I mean... sorry, lads. I'm just looking up what the...
Look it up.
The taxes, yeah. $85 million a year it goes into the local economy.
Is that just in Portland, or is that Oregon, or
That's
what?
Oregon, but
that's just
dispensaries.
the sales tax, isn't it?
That's just the sales tax, and then sure you have...
Let me ask Siri something there now. What's the population of Oregon?
As of 2015, the population of Oregon was 4,028,977.
What the fuck did she say? 4 million.
4 million, but
4 million. That's the same as Ireland.
Yeah.
How much did they bring in? 85 million quid for the fucking but there's specifically for the education
4
system.
million, but if you take I think it's only 2 million in Portland or maybe $1 million in Portland. So most of that revenue is generated in Portland. It's not all of it because certain counties have opted not to legalise it.
It's very similar to Dublin then, because Dublin has about 1 million and Ireland's about 4 million.
Yeah. So there's money. There's money that could go straight into fucking schools, go straight into housing accommodation.
That's just the sales tax. That's not including people's income tax and
the
property
jobs
tax
that are created for it.
Rent tax.
The guy that makes the little new packets that have the sealer on it that they now sell the weed in. That's an industry. It really grew the industry.
Absolutely, the industry
and put
itself.
money in there. And
it'd be great to see some industry being born in Ireland that was, where they focused on it being Irish.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in any kind of nationalistic way. I mean that, and particularly for the economy and jobs.
For the economy, yeah.
I worked in some places. I spoke about this place on their episode with Chris, where the company that was brought in to overhaul this particular company I was working for were a British company. a British consulting firm,
Yeah.
and they had all the top jobs, earning all the top money, and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the money going straight back to Britain. And then what else? There's that place for the dole. Now they're trying to kick people off the dole. They use a private company to try and intimidate you off the dole. Now I can't remember what their fucking name is, but they're acting like scum. And again, it's a foreign company. I think
Yeah.
it's a British company again.
Like if you're gonna
So what's the fucking
intimidate,
point?
if you're gonna intimidate people about the dole, don't fucking grab
Dara.
Mick from fucking just fucking Mick, come down and
Why
fucking
aren't
tell
you
him you're
working?
money.
But you know what I mean? They could legislate for having all the legalised weed, maybe not necessarily grown here, but
It has to be Irish.
a
It has
percentage
to be
could be
on-
grown here.
But it
The
could be.
factories-
That's the thing.
It could be.
That's a huge. Actually,
the
that's
factories could be here to make sure all that industry
that's a huge point
concentrated
because
in
it's
here.
Europe. You know, there is a lot of free trade and travel of
Yeah.
workers and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and we all mean like hire everybody,
Yeah.
be inclusive to the workforce. But the industry should be maintained
here, and
as a
absolutely.
profitable, tax-paying business
Because
to the fucking country of
Isn't
Ireland.
there
you know?
places around Europe, I don't know if it's Germany or maybe Holland, where the beer they sell has to be brewed within a certain
Germany.
Oh,
Germany,
yeah,
within
yeah,
a certain distance of where it's being sold. Hence, there's shitloads of like local, not necessarily local
wait,
breweries,
maybe
but
not that.
do you know what I mean? A shitload of like all their beer comes from Germany because of that rule,
Right.
and the whole industry is centered there. They're not importing, and they have a
Yeah,
chance to export.
and it sustains them. You know,
And it
it
sustains
sustains the economy and the social fucking.
We just
you know, you need
solved
to
it.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here-
solved it.
here's the thing.
put the Irish to work. Go on.
The industry is already there,
Yeah,
except it's the likes of the Kinnans
Yeah,
who
it's-
we're told are the fucking boogeymen right now.
it's criminalised.
You know, the money's gone elsewhere.
It's gone elsewhere. It's
The
not
money
going.
isn't even in the way. Like it's they're the big hard drugs that they're at. Like they're literally the government's literally leaving money on the table, not bringing this in. It's
Yeah.
stupid. It's just stupid. You're asking like, how can we tell this politician to advocate or change their mind or do more research? You're actually right, Al. There is a lot of research out there.
Yeah.
There's lots of fucking research, like
Yeah.
from credited universities, and doctors, and they've it's there. It's fucking medicine, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's literally, it's medicine.
And
And,
I-
we need to fucking educate ourselves. And a big thing with our beer that we brew is the feedback that we've been getting from the people is that, we go out and do an event, we're getting the beer drinkers, and then we're also getting the cannabis consumers come out to
Yeah,
our
yeah,
events. And, when we do some collaborative projects, like we'll have someone from, I've had some activists stand up and talk. We've had people from different, parts of the industry. We have a guy who helped us develop the beer, a chemical engineer called Bill Stewart. And I call him Bill, the cannabis science guy. He's a legend. And, working with these people, so we're giving them a platform to a mainstream thing. But also,
Yeah.
when you're standing up in a pub, again, the great equalizer, we can all come together on the beer. The education that's coming from these people is going in the ears of the people who are just a beer drinker, like, sure, that sounds grand. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. What's that hemp stuff? Yeah, isn't that that was good? Yeah, you could. That's it's got a lot of stigmas and misinformation. That was the biggest problem
Yeah.
with the beer. Like we had to go around and do all these talks. We'd educate the staff. We'd produce beer mats that would talk about CBD and stuff like that. You literally have an endocannabinoid system in your body.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Their CBD exists in many different things in smaller doses, but obviously in cannabis is a little bit higher, or some strains can be. But it's something that your body needs. Maybe we didn't have it for a couple of 100 years, and who knows? Maybe not saying this, but maybe it correlates with cancers that have this stuff that your body had. You've maybe slightly evolved out of having it in your body, or whatever.
Psychoactive drugs have been a big part of human culture for all of human
Yeah.
culture up until Nixon.
But no,
you know what I mean? Like it's
also,
really
al-